Players may think that Guild Wars 2 follows a pay-to-win model, but that's far from the truth.
It's exactly the truth. Like, come on, dude. Pay to win is a fucking, like, it's a range. The minute you have store in the game, the minute people can buy cosmetics, the minute they can trade money for gold, tokens, any premium currencies, this is fucking pay to win. I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say that, oh, because you can't be better because you spend money in the game. Of course you can. Of course you can, because you can get to legendary faster. You can save time. You can literally increase your efficiency in the game, which would have otherwise be spent on farming. Like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Fair, I can see where this idea comes from. Guild Wars 2 is a cash shop, and if you open it up, there is a page that will allow you to trade gems, the cash currency, for gold. Directly. Simple as that. Type in how much gold you want, and if you have enough gems, you can do it. But this isn't actually going to make much of a difference in your overall gameplay experience at all. Now, I know
Like, what? What do you mean? Dude. What do you mean? Money is everything. Like, you've got money, you don't waste time. Like, time and money is as real in the game as it is in real life. Or the other way around, whatever. Calm down. Okay, let's listen to the end of that. 1 second. Okay.
Everybody has their own definition of pay to win, but in this context, I am talking about being able to pay for power or a competitive advantage of some kind. You'll notice that the gem store is overwhelmingly cosmetic and convenience items. Some of these convenience items, experienced players will actually tell you most of the time are not even worth it. But let's get back to gems for gold. What if I spent $1,000 on gems and converted it to gold? I still wouldn't be better off than any other players. With all that gold...
Yes, you would be. Of course you would be. Because you can put all the money into gear and fuck them. You can put all the money into infusion slots and get shit done in fractals. You can put all the money in and, I don't know, fit out the whole guild hall with the best shit. Of course you are better. Like, who the fuck are we kidding? This is... I'm so pissed right now, man. I'm sorry. This isn't... Like, pay to win isn't binary. Kinda. Like, I tell you... Okay, painting. I'm sorry, I have to paint this shit, because I can't... Look, if this is... This is pay to win. This is free to play, okay? So... Here... It is free, like, in this point here, there's nothing in the game that you can pay for. Nothing, apart from the game itself. But the minute you move slightly, just there, towards the right edge, you are pay to win. But how much of a pay to win you are, that's a different question. But the minute you fucking move in, like... The minute this becomes 1 point fucking... Wait. This, you are on the scale, on the spectrum of pay to win. You know? Like, you can't... Like, I'm so fucking pissed. I don't know. Sorry, calm down. Chill. Maybe I should have listened to my mug. But yeah, let me drink more coffee so I can explain it better, okay? Although I think I did good job explaining this. But yeah, Guild Wars 2 is 100% pay to win. Like, no fucking... Definitely, Guild Wars 2 is somewhere here. Somewhere here. Like, sure. Can be here, can be here, can be here. It's still pay to win.
All I could buy is
and yes, it gives you advantage over other people in the sense that it helps you save time. And time is the most precious resource you can ever have in real life and in an MMORPG. Like, who are you kidding, dude?
My choice of exotic level gear, which isn't even the highest stat value gear. Well, some legendary weapons can be bought with gold, but even still, if I did that, the stat values will not be any higher than any other players who...
It's not about stats, dude. Like, look, I can... Sunrise, okay, there's sunrise. I can waste one year of my life farming for this shit, and you're just gonna swipe. So tell me what else you can do. What's the cost opportunity here? So let's say I spend 1 year farming for this shit, and on the first day you buy this. What else can you do while I'm farming for another year? You can get better at the game. You can do highest level fractals. You can I don't know, fucking go on a walk. I have to farm for this shit. So don't tell me you don't have any advantage over me by spending money in the game. You of course have advantage in the game, like 100%.
Also have legendary or ascended gear. So in a PvE,
like this fucking, just people trying to fucking disrespect themselves. Like, you have no fucking respect for yourself, avoiding the truth about what it is. Seriously, like, I just don't, I don't know how else to say. Like, if you are playing this game, spending money in it, and still thinking that this isn't pay to win, like, you are doing a disservice to yourself, because you're lying to yourself. And lying to yourself is just toxic shit. Crazy, like, unbelievable, dude. Let's give it a go.
Setting, I will still be level with everybody else. And over in PvP, gear doesn't matter at all. PvP uses standardized gear, so gear and time spent playing makes no difference.
Yeah,
it all comes down to skill. Now over in World vs. World, gear does.
That, like, maybe for PvP it isn't that bad. So when I think about it, in real life, like, speaking of Euro 2024, a team isn't better because they wear Nikes as opposed to Reebok, right? They're good because they've got skill, they got teamwork done. So maybe in PvP, when it's highly competitive, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, like, the opposing argument only is, like, because when we talk about shoes and clothing in real life, the only thing that stops you from having it is money, right? You can, like, that's it. And those people can afford anything, like those football players, like any equipment they want. In game where everything is quantified, like damage, range, like everything you do has numbers assigned to it. I feel like having no gear advantage over the opponent can be detrimental to the experience in the game. I guess it just changes the purpose of playing PvP, maybe, or maybe the source of satisfaction that you get from playing PvP. So when you have a system in game that gives you a gear that leads to an advantage over another player that doesn't have that gear, your satisfaction comes from grinding for that gear, right? You put the work, you got the reward, and now you see the numbers and you one-shot people who are lazy and didn't do what you did. That makes sense, right? And then when you don't have that path of progression, which is gear, and you rely on your skills, then the source of satisfaction is outplaying someone, outsmarting someone. And this is a less tangible point of reference, isn't it? Like, you, because every opponent will be different. They will have different builds and shit. And you can't really tell if you won because you're good, or you won because they mistook their hands with their feet, or because mama called them for dinner. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it isn't as tangible. So for me, it's less appealing. I don't know. Like, I very much appreciate the effect of compounding in real life, because you can honestly get shit done by just letting time pass. Because every day, like, let's say I'm learning language. Every day I learn a new word. So in 1,000 days, I will know 1,000 words and everything in between as I use them. Like, it's compounding, okay? Same goes for investment. £1 today becomes £100 in 10 years. And so that's fine. But in the game, it's such a short burst of entertainment. You'd probably want the reward instantly. It's a fucking game, dude. It's not life. It's game. It's supposed to be quick, entertaining, and rewarding. And I feel like not having competitive gear progression path and relying on the skill, like, it's a bit lame. Yeah, I think that's my conclusion. It's just bad. Yeah. Let me tell you why it's bad. One final thought on this shit. It's because skill in the game will give you no fucking advantage in real life. At all. Like, you can be the best PvPer in Guild Wars 2, and girls in real life still won't look at you. Okay? That's what I mean. Whereas, when you get a gear that gives you the advantage in the game, then at least you can have that short burst of reward, that satisfaction, and after you quit the game, you're still back to the same lame life, but at least you had fun. You know what I mean? And you actually feel satisfied. I don't know. That's how I look at it. But anyway, yeah. So again, I don't enjoy that horizontal progression shit in Guild Wars 2. But there's enough in the game for me to enjoy, so that I'm still around it. If that makes sense, right?
Does make a difference. However, same point that I made about
I need to record a video about this shit. Trust me. Like, seriously. Maybe I'll just crop that part from this stream and upload it and see what people think. Because I'm just plain interested to see what people think. Because I love the good argument. I love the good conversation. But I feel like I have this articulated very well, and I looked at it from different angles, and I can't see any way that would convince me that not having progression is a good thing.
PvE. Those players with Ascended or Legendary gear are all going to be level with each other. Once you reach that final gear level, that's it. Only skill will be able to take you further. Now the question may arise, why even have a gems to gold conversion if it doesn't buy you any advantage? As far as I know, it simply just allows players who don't want to spend money on gems to still buy some cool stuff from the gem store. But it also prevents third-party gold sellers from profiting from the game.
I'm sorry, one extra... Sorry, no, but this... because I keep getting those arguments from the video that I disagree with, and it just annoys me. So, why do you want to look good in a game? I'll let you simmer on that thought while I take a piss. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So why do you want to look good in a game? Well, because you want to show off. Simple as, like the only reason people care about the looks in the game is because they want other people whispering them, damn, you look good, man. Like, they want this kind of gratitude, that kind of pat on the shoulder, like, you are the man, because in real life you're not. Sure, right? Like, in real life you're a loser. So they basically, they wait for those whispers or those messages on the guild chat, like, have you seen this dude? Like, he fucking got this item, he looks sick, you know? And people buy that shit from gem store in Guild Wars 2 because they want that effect. Like, they want someone to look at them and, wow, man, your character is just godly. You know, I mean, it looks godly, it's not, but, you know, it just looks. Because Guild Wars 2, as we established, there's no real value in the gear. So it's all about the looks. And that itself is value to the person paying for it. That's huge value. That's the whole reason why MMORPGs die. Because there's no people to show off to. So if there's no other players to compare yourself to, you won't play the game. Because whatever you get has no meaning. Because your achievements in a game don't translate into real life, right? So why would you pursue those achievements? And if you can't show them in the game, then again, those achievements become meaningless. So, like, you just press escape or Alt F4 is probably faster and you move on. So that's how it is. And So yeah, when I listened to this video, and I know he said he has this information from all around the internet, he looked at the community, so he's kind of like the messenger, so I'm not shooting at him. It's just basically me telling how it is. How people have this misconstrued conception of their own behavior. Of course you're paying to fucking win. One way or another.